The sign reads Salon de Damas, the ladies' lounge. In the original building, the Salon de Damas was an elegant and comfortable powder room for women, with a large sitting area furnished with wicker furniture, some of which is still in the women's restroom across the hall. In the 1890s, Cuban women supported the cause of Cuba Libre, a free Cuba, with a fervor and devotion equal to the men. They formed their own clubs, raised money for the cause of freedom. They also worked in the cigar factories, stripping tobacco and rolling cigars. Despite their political and economic contributions to the community, the first Circulo Cubano did not allow women to join the club. The men, nevertheless, relied on women to organize fundraising events for the Circulo Cubano. In 1914, the club finally allowed the wives and children of members to join the club and receive health benefits. The result was an increase in membership from 1,100 to 2,600 in a 2-year period. As the nation saw women achieve their right to vote, hold office, sit on juries, and buy and sell real estate, a special committee of the Cuban club known as the Sección de Damas, the Ladies Committee, was organized by and for women in the 1920s. From the earliest days of Ybor City's founding, women already worked in all of the cigar factories. Women, both white and black, often played supportive roles by stripping, labeling, and selecting tobacco. But they also learned how to roll cigars and sat down alongside men in the factory. During the Second World War, as many men went off to fight in Europe and in the Pacific, women in Tampa took jobs that had been vacated by the soldiers. The times were changing quickly, even as the prevailing customs still barred women from playing dominoes with men in the Cuban club cantina. Women organized and attended practically all events at the club, perhaps with notable exception, boxing matches. But they did not even serve on the board of directors until the 1960s. Still, women provided absolutely critical financial support to the club, organizing fundraising events such as picnics and dances. In fact, one of the most popular fundraising events in the 50s and the 60s was organized as the crowning of Miss Circulo Cubano, the queen of the Cuban club, every year. Young women competed for this prestigious title. Sometimes the winner and her court would be given a trip to Cuba. The event helped to raise money for the club, since the contestants brought along their friends and family to cheer them. You will see a few of the queens of the past, the Miss Circulo Cubano winners, depicted on the displays on the 3rd floor. While a young woman could aspire to the title of Miss Circulo Cubano, she could not serve as president of the Cuban club. Old customs died hard in Ybor City and the Cuban club, but the social and economic changes that swept through the community, bringing more and more women into the workplace and into college, also broke down barriers within the Cuban club. As American society changed around it, so did the Cuban club. Traditional barriers to women slowly disappeared. The first, and so far only, female president of the Circulo Cubano was Hortensia Morales, who was elected in the late 1980s. And now, to get to the next station, walk up one flight of stairs or take the elevator to the 4th floor.